people are going to be upset when they find out that taxpayer money is going to felons in prison.
Tonight, a Call 6 Investigates exclusive. Your taxpayer dollars going to prisoners like this one. Now, our Kara Kenny uncovered the city has shelled out money to settle dozens of lawsuits and complaints, and you're the one paying for it. Kara went behind prison walls to find out why this is happening.
Marquis Lewins is a prisoner at the Correctional Industrial Facility in Pendleton. The courts call him a serious violent felon. He's doing 12 years behind bars for unlawful firearm possession. Marquis recently received a settlement check courtesy of Marion County taxpayers.
And so you got $4,000?
Yes, I did.
What do you think that taxpayers think about sending money to people in prison?
If I was them, I'd be pretty much upset.
Marquis got the settlement after filing this federal lawsuit against IMPD, alleging that during a 2014 narcotics raid, an officer kicked in his teeth.
It's loose still to right there, and this one's kicked out. And
so you're missing teeth? That's from police kicking you in the face?
I don't really like talking a lot because, cause my teeth are so messed up now. I went through a lot.
Marquis hoped to spend the settlement money on his teeth, but that can't happen until he's out in 2028. Instead, he spent your tax dollars to pay for his mom's funeral and a little for himself.
I put a little bit on my books, got like more hygiene.
Some people are going to be upset when they find out that taxpayer money is going to felons in prison, like yourself.
I mean, I could understand it, I had jobs before and I had to pay my taxes, and I wouldn't want nobody just to get no freebie off me. I ain't trying to get no freebie off anyone.
We found at least 4 other examples of state prisoners who received settlement checks. Omar Greggs, in prison for burglary, got $2,100 after he claimed IMPD wrongfully seized his money. Ronald Williams, in prison for murder, got $3,500 after he said inmates assaulted him at the Marion County Jail. Santana Gray's lawsuit says he struck a deputy in the face while at the jail, and deputies retaliated by pepper spraying, kicking, and stomping on him. He got $3,500. And state prisoner Devin Bertram got $8,500 after he claimed the jail failed to give him a wheelchair or proper medical care.
What do you say to people that say, how are my taxpayer dollars going to people that are in prison?
If something unfortunate happens to you that you are entitled to compensation for, you're free to file that lawsuit, and your rights are just as protected as anyone else's.
Donny Morgan is Corporation Counsel for Indianapolis and Marion County and says settling complaints for a few $1,000s can help save taxpayer money by avoiding costly litigation and jury awards.
If we do make a mistake, whether it's in medical care or some other issue, I would rather settle that case cheaply and effectively and early, as opposed to going to a trial and ended up losing maybe 10 times that amount of taxpayer money.
And it's not just criminals receiving your tax dollars. We found the city's paid out more than $6.2 million in taxpayer money for 180 settlements. Some are small, like property damage caused by city vehicles or potholes. Some are much bigger, like settlements involving excessive force or police shootings that hurt or killed people. And the top type of settlement? Car crashes with city vehicles like IMPD cruisers, IFD trucks, and DPW vehicles. More than half of the settlements were for car crashes.
So is this a good use of taxpayer money?
Absolutely. But we at any given time have hundreds of cars on the road. I don't think it's surprising that we have, dozens of car accidents every year.
Just because the city reaches a settlement doesn't mean they're admitting they're at fault.
That's right. And I would actually suggest that in most instances, we probably disagree about a lot of things.
Marquis Lewins wrote and filed his own complaint with the help of offenders.
So what's your message to other people that might be thinking about suing the city to get money?
I mean, if you feel like you in the right and they're in the wrong, you need to pursue what you feel in your heart and just go with it.
Corporation Counsel meets often with the mayor and other city leaders to look for ways to improve policies and training to try to avoid settlements in the first place. Under Mayor Joe Hogsett, the city has seen a 43% decrease in litigation. Amanda?
Thank you, Kara. And as our Call 6 team reported, your tax dollars are paying millions of dollars in settlements. Head to the RTV6 app and the IndyChannel.com to see this video of an Indy Go bus hitting a man in the crosswalk. He is just one of hundreds who have received money. We are also streaming this entire story right now on all of your favorite devices. Just go to the RTV6 channel and watch this story.